Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5 and I just got back from UFC 229 and I was a little disappointed in it. Um, that might be a separate video, but I thought I'd do an EDC update of what I carried today at the fights. It's changed a little bit. I'm not saying I carry this stuff every day because some of this stuff is new and some of it's specific to going to Buffalo Wild Wings to watch the fights. But I thought I'd show you what I actually carry today. Start off, just about every time I go to Buffalo Wild Wings and I camp out and stay there for a long period of time, I take Bath and Body Works hand sanitizer. This is Ocean. They got a couple of masculine scents, and this is one of my favorites. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm coughing. I mean, I know that I'm sick, but I haven't been coughing on a regular basis until now. But keep in mind, this is good if you use the bathroom and there's a line at the sink and you want to get back to watching the fights. So, this is a quick little thing to do. If they run out of soap, you can still wash your hands, or sterilize them at least. And so this is very handy to keep. Any hand sanitizer is very handy to keep when you go to a restaurant, when you're as your EDC. This is good EDC stuff, and depending on how much alcohol it is that has in it, you can use it to start fires. I wouldn't recommend it as your fire go-to accelerant, but it's a possibility. I got my two bracelets that I never take off. That one was made by my brother. This one I got at Buckle, and I'm wearing my Seiko SKX 007 with the Blue Shark 007 NATO. I really like Blue Shark NATOs. I hear those other NATOs that are about the same quality level, and but this one is at this moment my favorite. And I got my Red Wing wallet. It has a money clip style retention, which I have mixed feelings about. It keeps the wallet thin, but it makes handling the cash a little bit. It's not the most convenient thing, but you either get something that's super organized and very convenient to use, or you get something that's comfortable when it comes to wallets. I haven't found a good combination of both convenient to use and convenient to carry. But yeah, got that. Knives. I carried my Yojimbo 2. I have played with the pivot, and you can barely tell that it's proud. Just by feeling it, you can feel that it's proud, but you can't really see that it's poking out. But I had a stiff action, and I decided to loosen it up. Has a little bit of play, but not much. Weapon retention knife. I carried this Cold Steel Counterattack 1 on my left-hand side. In case I have to use a gun and it becomes a struggle for the gun, and I can use this to restrain my gun, or to keep my hands on the gun. So if someone's wrestling my gun hand, I can pull this out and get to stabby. It's always good to have a pointy object that's somewhat sharp to cut someone off of you. And that's why I got this knife, was to complement my firearm. And I have some opinions on this particular knife, and I don't know if I should go ahead and film the review, because I've had it for a while, but I don't know if I should go ahead and film the review. I really want to do a Battle Blades video with it before I review it. I already have some opinions on it. I think I could review it, but I want to cut some meat. I want to try throwing it into a tree and I don't know what else, but it sucks at bottle cutting. But yeah, this is my weapon retention knife. As for the weapon, what did I carry today? You know for the most part, you know what handguns I own. So what did I carry today? The Smith & Wesson 686. It is unloaded. I unloaded it when I took my holster off, which I'll talk more about that here in a second. But yes, I got this as a winter gun. Problem: winter doesn't start really until December in Texas. It's October, and we're still sweating outside. We have some cool days, but it's still relatively hot. But I wanted to test out my new 686, and my shooting was so much better with this than with my Ruger. I felt that I kind of owe it to society to carry the gun that I shoot the best, and so I don't know. I think I've said this in past videos. I do not like open carry. Do I think open carry should be legal? Yes. I completely am for open carry in certain situations. I.e., you're going hunting, you have a sidearm for hunting, and you want to go into the convenience store and buy you a Coke or a coffee or whatever. I don't think you should have to take your handgun off to enter the convenience store, in my opinion. But I don't like open carry as a fashion statement. To me, it's putting a shoot me first target on you, and for people who are not gun friendly, it kind of makes you look kind of what's the word I want to look at? Kind of makes you seem a little oppressive, like, oh, you don't like this, but I'm going to wear this in front of you because it's a bad look in my opinion. Not for police officers, but if you're in civilian clothes and people don't know you and you're walking around with a gun, you're going to turn heads. They're going to be examining you to determine if you're a threat or not. And, like I said, I believe that open carry should be a thing. It's just I personally don't do it because I don't want people to feel oppressed when I'm carrying a gun. I don't want to draw any more attention to myself than I already am. So if I can be completely concealed with the weapons and stuff that I carry, I'm happy. I like concealed carry. So I choose to conceal carry. And if I'm out in the woods or doing an outdoor activity, I don't mind open carry, being in the woods, being outdoor, that doesn't bother me. But kind of going into a restaurant or going into Walmart with a open carry gun, it's just not my thing. And I don't care for it. I don't like it. It's my personal belief that I'm sharing with you. And some of you like open carry, and just keep in mind it's putting a target on you, whether it's a target for someone to use to destroy you, or whether it's a target for you to get police attention, or for you to get dirty looks. It doesn't matter if it's a life-threatening target or if it's an inconvenience target. It's still putting a target on you, and so that's my views on that. So keep in mind, I carry this all concealed on me today with a button-up shirt, with this shirt. It took me a while to find the proper clothing that would accommodate this in this. And, I tried clothes on. I wanted to look nice, and I still wanted to print at a minimum. Now, there was some printing. If you knew what you were looking at, you could tell that I had a bulge in a place that shouldn't have a bulge. But I didn't get confronted by anyone. The police officers at not Academy, but at Walmart, not Walmart. Don't I'm going crazy. But the police officers at Buffalo Wild Wings didn't say anything. The managers didn't say anything. I'm on pretty good terms with everybody over there, but because I'm a regular. But no one said anything. No one mentioned that I looked lopsided or anything like that. But me looking in the mirror, I knew where that gun was when I was looking at myself in the mirror. And it was very much an eye-opener, a very educational thing for me to carry this concealed in this configuration. Now, why am I attempting to carry this huge gun in a outside the waistband leather holster? Well, one, I like leather. Two, the shoulder holster rig that or the shoulder holster component that I want is not available on Optic Planet, I think is what it's called. So I either need to cancel that back order and buy from the the manufacturer, find some other website that sells it, or I need to be patient and wait for my shoulder rig to come in. But with the shoulder rig, I probably wouldn't be able to carry it today because I can't wear a jacket. But my shooting was so much better with this, which wasn't great, that I felt that I needed to be able to carry this as soon as possible. So I bought this $17.91 holster for the L-frame Smith & Wesson 686, and from what I read, I was very interested in their company, and they sent me 2 leather keychains, which I thought was awesome. And inside the box, they had my name in it. It came in a burlap sack. It was cool. I enjoyed opening the package. Yeah, so I have new experiences carrying this, and it was very educational for me. And something that I want to state that I didn't state in the first time I tried filming this video is I normally don't carry guns to Buffalo Wild Wings on UFC nights. Now, why is that? It kind of depends what's going on. If I'm showing up with friends, I normally don't carry a gun on UFC nights because they usually have, especially on a big fight like McGregor or Ronda Rousey or anything like that, they usually had more than one police officer there. And I feel sufficiently protected with those 2 police officers. What you might think is weird that I trust the police officers, and I've had that experience with police officers, but I feel that they're they have enough presence to protect me. Now, why would I opt not to carry a gun if I have the ability to carry it? Well, there's a couple of reasons for that. One, I'm not the best shot. I'm hoping to improve that. But and with this particular gun, I am a lot better than with other guns. And I'll probably make a third video talking about my favorite guns I've owned. That pointed well for me, that just turned me on. But I'm not the best shot, so if someone else has the ability to take out the threat and I don't have to go through the legal ramifications of taking out the threat, I like that. Reason number 2, if my friends are there, I am kind of inclined to take an alcoholic beverage. Now, I never drink with the intention of getting drunk. That's not why I drink. I drink to get a flavor that I don't get otherwise. And it's more of a relaxing thing. It's a social relaxing thing. And so I don't like to carry and drink. Now, in Texas, I can legally carry and drink alcohol. I cannot legally carry a firearm and be drunk. So it's okay if I carry a gun and have a beer, which in general I don't like beer. There's only a few beer-like drinks that I can handle. Handle. And or I could have a cocktail, a glass of wine. In general, I don't like wine, but I can have a drink. So it's not illegal for me to drink and to have this in Texas law. But I feel that if I'm going to carry, I should not have alcohol in my system. In case I have to use it, I don't want that to be used against me. Not only that, I don't want to accidentally break the law because I buy myself a drink and then someone buys a round for everybody at the table, because that's happened before. If someone buys me a drink, I kind of feel compelled to drink it, and there's been twice that I've consumed too much alcohol, and I felt that I was impaired. I wasn't hammered, I wasn't wasted, I didn't even wake up with a hangover the next day, but I felt that I was impaired, and I don't really like that. Don't get me wrong, I was having a good time when those things happened, but thinking back on it, I didn't like the fact that I was in that state. I felt that that wasn't a place I needed to be. So when I'm at Buffalo Wild Wings, staying for a long period of time, 7 hours. That's how long I usually spend there on UFC pay-per-views, and I have friends. I know that the one or two drinks that I normally drink, I don't want to say normally because I don't normally drink, but I usually limit myself to 2, maximum of 3, and it's over a span of 7 hours. And I never drink alone. I always have a friend there. So that's why I don't always carry a gun. But this particular time, I wasn't drinking because I didn't have my friends with me. It was my particular friend that shows up on a regular basis. It was his anniversary weekend, so he had better things to do than to hang out with me, and I don't blame him one bit. So I was by myself. I knew I wasn't going to drink. I felt like carrying my 686 and seeing what that was all about. And I did it. And I can't say it was very pleasurable, but it was an eye-opening experience, and I really enjoyed that realization of how to conceal this and what it felt like and how it felt moving around and getting it in and out of chairs and stuff like that. So that's it. That's my EDC video. It's way longer than I intended, but I felt I should put some context behind my EDC. Thank you for watching. I'm Saucy5, and I'm out.